All right, let's get into the state of the Cavs because I've been wanting to talk about this shit for several days now. And look, I don't have no problems with the wins and the losses. That's not my argument. It's just pretty much how you win and losing. And I know I made some remarks last week about things don't work out this season that maybe JB got to go. And I want to recant my thoughts on that because in the last 5 years I saw a graphic. He is 161 and 154 as a cat. So he done turned this bitch all the way around. Mm-hmm. I think now since they traded for Mitchell and they went into this win now mode, you got some players here that really might not fit, and they're gonna have to make some tough adjustments in player movement in the future. But what I want to talk about right now is, real quick, just throw this topic out there. What are you seeing from Garland that's causing him to not play well right now, with over penetration and turn over the ball, especially late in the game?
I don't know.
Hurts my damn. I know it hurts my fucking head.
He thinks so much.
He's forcing it.
I mean, when you watch him, he's just ultra talented, especially offensively. Shoot the damn ball. Like everybody else on the team but him feels like they can shoot the ball as much as they want. It's like it's very weird dynamic. He acts like he has to get everyone a touch when he's really probably the best scorer on the floor when Donovan Mitchell's not out there most of the time. So it's like, why? He just thinks way too much for me.
I need game 2, DG.
More often than not, for sure. And my thing is like
I need him to have that mindset.
You supposed to be. He was an All-Star last year, so you supposed to be
2
that.
years ago.
Or 2 years ago, you supposed to be that guy on this team. Why has Dean Wade and Max Strus had heroic fourth quarters to win this game? I ain't seen that out of DG. And a lot of times when we get into the teeth of the game, as EB famously always says, when the shit matters, it's like like you said, he be undecided or he just moving too quick. He rushing shit. Like you said, I'm getting all the way down into the paint and I'm throwing a behind the back pass to Jared Allen on a bailout. Luckily the shit worked out. But it's like when you see that out of the best player on the floor for your team, it's not encouraging.
When he's had the floater the whole entire game.
Yeah.
So last night he pitched, I think in the last 2 or 3 possessions. I know he had a 3-point lead, they closed or whatever. He had a turnover, got fouled, missed 1 free throw out of 2, came down again, another turnover. And you get to a point when you win in the game, you come out for 22 points against the Celtics, you want to close that game out. And it's just like he's just so undecided right now versus passing and shooting the ball. And like you said, man, once you get to that free throw line, man, you should have your mind made up. Once you pass the free throw line, your mind should be made up. Once you pass the dotted line, you ain't got your mind made up. You are dead at 6'1".
Yep. I'm either going floater, I'm dumping it to a bid, or I'm kicking it out for a 3.
Right.
It's terrible. He be like,
It's like you get
Not
all the
jump
way
for the
in
floater and then jump pass out of here.
Yeah, he be in the air. He be in the air still thinking like, shit, what should I do? What should I do? What should I do? Like, my nigga, what?
But it's like,
He be like
then
this all
and he got a bag for real, but it's like
yeah, because you watch him
to me,
ISO.
to me, it's gotta
It's
be,
crazy.
it's something going on with his confidence.
It's mental.
Yeah, it's
forcing
it's
everything.
mental, like you said.
He's forcing
It's
everything,
mental.
bro.
But alright, you need to get together because if he jump up in the air and fling one across court again, I'm gonna fucking lose my shit.
Yeah, he need the remote.
He's too talented. It's like it bothers me. But it's like I watch, like I was saying pre-pod, like Sam Merrill touched the ball, he shoots the ball. He knows when that pass is coming at him, and he's on his hip. That's enough space for me. I'm shooting. I don't care. I missed my last 3. I'm taking the next one. Strus is the same exact way.
Cold-blooded.
He ain't gonna take his shots.
So the fuck is.
Even though he shouldn't
He ain't gonna
sometimes.
get cheated.
He's definitely gonna take his shot. I even seen Evan Mobley being aggressive.
Yeah.
Putting his shoulder down, getting that hook off.
But at times he be undecided too. I was about to
He
be.
disappears from games too.
Them two, they gotta figure out like what you said is
The
key
transition.
about Merrill knowing like a lot of guys on our team know their role, and I feel
Yeah.
like between Ev and DG, especially DG, sometimes they feel like they don't know their role at times.
And to EB's point, we've been talking about the last couple pods when he came in here. Fucking Isaac Okoro is more aggressive than him now.
Yes.
Man, shout out to Ice.
Too
man.
aggressive on one.
We ain't called him cardio all year. Shout out to Ice.
He got a little bag now. I can't hate on it. I can't hate on him though.
Left, drive left, pull up.
He got a little
Reverse-
bag on him
Reverse
now.
layup, you the reverse
Reverse
layup.
layup.
I was like, oh shit.
Yeah,
Euro
and
steps to the
into just those point when he touched that bitch and I'm open, I'm letting it fly.
And he knocking him
I
down.
don't know.
He
It's
knocking
no
him
hesitation.
down.
You're in the closeout. That's not enough space. He was shooting at, and I was like, and then the DJ will have an ISO and cook someone. Easy jump shot. I'm like, come down the court, do that again. Do something. Like this is what you do.
Yeah.
But I'm specifically referring to that Knicks game. But he did tweak his ankle earlier in that game, and I remember I just did it again. He did tweak his ankle earlier, so I was trying to cut him some slack. But it's like I've seen the same shit the whole year. So it was like at some point you just got to know, especially with 45 out. If he's
I was about
out,
to say that.
just that's you.
Kill.
Who's gonna say something to you?
Nobody.
You're you touch the ball every possession.
And that's what I'm
Kill.
saying because he did it.
Kill.
Against, he did it against the Pistons, but it's the Pistons. So now when the big boys come up in the queue or you go on the road, you gotta do it again.
And we can start with
I don't
the Knicks-
like.
and
I don't
we
like
can-
them.
We can start with the next game.
I need some
That
Debo niggas.
that game should be personal. Like it should be bigger than just when the Knicks is coming to your town, and then on top of that, Jalen Brunson not even playing. You should be going crazy.
That's
Yeah, I'm trying to-
exactly
I'm
what
trying
You
to-
should be going nuts. That
I'm
should be
trying
a
to go
40
40.
ball.
That's
I need
exactly
Zebo
what I
niggas
was
on my
thinking.
team. What my
Why?
nigga Zebo said, I'm from a place where bullies get bullied.
Yes.
Man, for sure.
Why is Drew,
Stop beating on her.
That's the crazy part. He's been like this all
Drew
year,
Barrow
man.
and Isaac both took the same amount of shots as in that game?
That should never happen.
I'm like, that's not how you do that. And then Evan Mobley disappeared in the second half. He's in foul trouble. I was like, what's going on? Where the guys
no,
at?
yeah. offensive bag.
So I'm thinking I had called into one of the shows here locally, and I said my comment was that JB should have had a conversation like your role from training camp has changed now because y'all missed 6 weeks. So I didn't dive into it because they don't give you enough fucking time to talk.
They be trying
But
to rush you off.
This
You
is
on your show now.
this is what we did with Dean, and so we built Dean to play this role now. Sam Merrill's playing this role now. I really need you to do this now. We'll reconvene next year, but for us to be successful this year, this is what I need you to do. Don't worry about numbers. Don't worry about making an All-Star team. That shit is past. We're trying to make the playoffs and win a championship.
And get that 2 seed.
And so this is what I need you to do. And fuck, we can hawk down Boston if you like to, because they're fraudulent. I'm not moving off that.
I'm moving off it now.
We gotta look
I'm
way
with you
better.
now.
We gotta play way better than 5-5 if we
But
think about doing that.
you can't play 500 ball after you pay almost 700 ball for the first 55 games of the season.
No, it's facts.
They got to have a role readjustment.
DG gonna get it together, man. I got faith, bro.
I do too.
Past
I-
Christmas,
I-
man.
But I don't like growing pains.
It's past
It's
Christmas.
past Christmas.
And it's year 5.
It's way past Christmas. So we gonna okay. Hold on.
It's year 5,
Since
right?
they
That's
missed,
the rookie year.
since they
Christmas.
missed 6 weeks, we gonna give them 6
We got
weeks.
the max deal now. He
6
ain't
weeks
on
is
that rookie
playoff time.
contract.
AB, it's March, dog.
So March,
It's March.
Look.
It is March 6th.
they got till
I mean,
March.
6 weeks is playoff time.
This is the month we need to see it.
They got till March 15th.
This is the month we need to see it.
That's a week.
That's and they got 3 games.
Well,
this
you
week.
got a week. And
They
we got the Timberwolves Friday,
They
I
got-
believe.
and then they got Phoenix Monday, and they got somebody else.
I think the Nets is our. I
Then
think
we got the
play Nets
Heat. We got the
again.
Heat coming up too.
Right.
They got some tough.
I think the Nets is the weakest game we got coming up in the next 5 games.
And that ain't weak, so that's crazy.
That is weird.
I mean, whatever you say,
We
just
own, we own.
They got to come to the queue anyway. They got the Timberwolves. They
I
got the
promise you,
Nets.
if number 10's on that court,
And they got the
alright, it's
Suns.
gonna be a problem.
who?
Number 10, y'all heard me.
Bring
What's
them
his?
on.
What's that?
And then the
Who's-
Pelicans.
who's
We
that?
got to go away.
What jersey number Darius Garland wear?
10.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
you
we'll
talking
see
about that
who
10?
We'll
He's
see who
on
the real
that
10
team.
is. We'll see who the real 10 is.
They homies too.
Don't
And
lock his
then,
bitch ass up.
and then
He's
speaking
so
about
fast.
Never.
speaking
Yeah,
of
push another
Mobley,
dude on the ground too. Watch.
I'm not talking shit about nobody. Don't get me wrong here, but I just gotta
We got some
get.
killer ass games.
They gotta get
Oh,
Ev
it's
in the
gonna
weight
be a
room,
stretch.
man. He can't be coming down off of a dunk tweaking his ankle. There wasn't nobody there.
Hey man, what's wrong with wearing high top shoes and hooping now?
It's not. It don't feel good. I hate it. I broke my ankle so many times, but it's not worth it to me. I hate the way it feels. I can't lie.
Do they tape? Yeah, they tape in basketball.
I'm perfect.
Obviously not.
Right.
So he's a weak reevaluation now. But even him, man, he's had a couple good games. I give him that, but it just
You've been
hasn't been
rebounding.
consistent. Yeah, lately.
Yeah,
But
that's
he hasn't
another
been
problem.
consistent.
Mm-mm.
Unless I'm missing something. You missing something?
Oh, especially not on the offensive end.
What's his go-to move? Besides the lob dunk. So I don't need him to be KG. That ship is sailed this season. But I need you to play a role this year.
I do need him to be KG on the other side.
On the defensive end. Got
He
you.
needs to tighten that up too, because he was getting some
Yeah,
dumbass fouls.
yes.
Yeah,
and
that's what I'm saying.
arguing
I
them.
need you to be KG
Take
on
your
the other
hands
side.
off. You're 7 foot. Put your hands in the air. That should get me so mad. Get your hands off these people. Put your hands up. They can't do shit with
All I can
you.
hope now that they turn it up come playoffs.
They got to turn it before.
That's
we got-
why.
all
That,
the way.
that's why I said that 6 week shit is
Like, hold on, let me-
finito.
Let me ask y'all this though. How do y'all feel about
They've been back.
How do y'all feel about Ev and Jared Allen being on the floor together? Do y'all love that? Do y'all love what y'all seen out of that this year? Because I feel like our best lineups is when we have one of them in, not both of them in.
Especially
Especially down the
All-Star
stretch.
I
Jared
agree with you
Allen
on that.
I agree.
when they play
I
together.
think I think JB got to find him his lineup of death,
Yeah.
and unfortunately, I don't know if Evan is in the lineup of death because I want to see JA with honestly with Wade.